Good afternoon, Swami.
Yes.
I would like to know.
Le gustaría saber cuál es el camino para destruir el ego inferior. Si me puedes dar algunos pasos, tu opinión, para neutralizar el ego inferior o superior, o solo hay un ego.
Let me try to answer this question. What we do, especially when somebody practices, see, every question has different answer to the different people. So the question means usually we give answers from the spiritual angle. So my answers are here from the spiritual angle. As we practice spirituality, as we begin our journey in spiritual world, when we come to know that, when we realize that yes, I have a spiritual existence, finding out that existence, the spiritual existence, is very important. That becomes very important. When we do realize that, then actually our spiritual journey starts. So Aditi, I'll talk little by little. It will be easier for you to translate.
Ok, entonces dice, voy a tratar de contestar a esta pregunta sobre qué hacer. La respuesta es diferente para la diferente tipo de gente, para el diferente tipo de personas. Mi respuesta están aquí desde el ángulo espiritual. Cuando realizamos, si soy consciente, si sé de que mi existencia es espiritual, que tengo una existencia espiritual, cuando realizo que tengo esta existencia espiritual, entonces el viaje empieza.
So when we start the journey, we usually try to find somebody who is a guru or master, the spiritual teacher, who will be guiding me. And he becomes the idol, and we used to follow him, his steps. We want to build our character according to him, how he is depicting the truth, what he is telling about the spirituality. In that way, we try to find ourselves. So little by little, we are approaching to the greater, to a greater character, to a great character. This journey is, we say, from the spiritual angle, that life that we live is very small, but when somebody finds out the spiritual existence of them and they do discover their spirituality, then they reach to the great life.
Entonces, cuando empezamos este viaje espiritual, tratamos de encontrar un gurú, un maestro espiritual, un profesor espiritual, que es tu ídolo, que es nuestro ídolo para crear nuestro carácter de acuerdo a él, de acuerdo a la verdad. Y de esta forma nos encontramos a nosotros mismos. Poco a poco nos vamos acercando a este grandioso carácter. Y así decimos que la vida puede ser muy pequeña, pero cuando alguien encuentra su naturaleza espiritual, se vuelve infinita, se vuelve grande.
So as we have started going to Guru, the master, he's telling us about the great life. He's projecting us, means he's teaching us how we should change our thought process. This is very important. So submission of our older practice of thought process is one way that we are going out of our small ego. That ego actually holds us back. That ego always try to find out what is beneficial for me only. The small ego, the individual ego of everybody, always trying to find out what is beneficial, what is good, what is, and we have this, we develop this attitude always, the normal people, they have the general idea. This is that how to become great, how to become good, just by overtaking somebody else, just by dominating over others. In that way, we try to project ourselves good or great, but this is not the right attitude. So Guru teaches us this. With spirituality, he teaches us this. Learning this is is the submission of our ego.
Entonces, así como empezamos a seguir al gurú, al maestro, nos damos cuenta de este proceso de pensamiento y vamos fuera del ego pequeño, vamos fuera de este ego que trata de buscar siempre lo más beneficioso y lo bueno solo para ti, solo para ti. Entonces, la gente normal tiene la idea que en general nos hacemos grandes, nos hacemos magníficos, grandiosos, cuando dominamos a otras personas, cuando dominamos a otros. La gente tiene esta proyección, pero el maestro te muestra que esto no está bien para ti y te lleva a la otra dirección.
Let me tell you one very one story from Bhagwan, his life. When he started going to his guru, Swami Pavitranandaji, to his ashram, when he started going to him, one day it happened that in the afternoon, when the lunch was served, and in that ashram, 5 or 6 devotees were present with Guru. So lunch is served, and the food was very minimal, the very minimal one, and the very normal one, not a very great dish, but with a very general one. At that moment, few more devotees just came from another town in the ashram. 4 or 5 new people came. So food was not sufficient enough to serve them at that time. So Bhagavan just thought, okay, they came in this afternoon, they will be also having, surely having the lunch. So after finishing our lunch, we'll prepare their food. But the master, the guru, Pavitranandaji, he said, wait, don't start eating right now. Just wait for them to join. So, Aditi, you translate.
Entonces, cuando va a explicar una historia de Bhagavan, que cuando Bhagavan empezó a ir a su maestro, Guru Swami Pavitranandaji, hay una historia que explica que un día estaban varios devotos con él y era la hora de la comida y habían unos cuantos devotos en el ashram. Entonces la comida era mínima, era suficiente, pero no era muy abundante. Y además era un plato corriente, era una comida, pues que era la comida y era una comida simple. Entonces en ese momento llegaron unos pocos devotos más, llegaron como 5 o 6 devotos más. Pero entonces, claro, la comida no era suficiente para todos. Y alguien dijo, ok, después prepararemos más comida. Y el Guruji, Swami Pavitranandaji, dijo, esperar un momento.
So Bhagavan was thinking that after having their lunch, they'll be preparing for the other devotees. Then Guru said, wait, let the other join us. So the other new devotees, the 4 devotees, they also joined. And the Guru said, now share your own plate, share some of the food with the new people. So we'll take equal, everybody. So they shared, everybody shared. So at that time, Bhagavan, he said, used to remember this incident again and again. He used to share this story again and again in spiritual teaching. He said that at that time, I was very young. I was quite new, started this spiritual journey, going to my guru. So at that time, I was very annoyed with this thing, that why should I share my food with other? We could have prepared new food for the people, because this food is not enough for one person. So they will be hungry. Uh, we have to remain hungry. That is not sufficient for me. So that was his idea. But he obeyed his guru. He shared, or everybody shared, and they together took the same food, sharing. So Guru, Bhagavan says that Guru taught him a great lesson, that it is always beautiful. The character becomes beautiful. We live much beautiful way when we learn this art of sharing. That not just finding myself, what is good for me, not just finding the things what is sufficient for me or is needed by me, but by sharing everything with everybody, thinking of everybody. So a march from individual to the whole society is the journey of spirituality that is being taught in spiritual world. So this is the submission.
Entonces, el Guruji se acababan de añadir estas personas y les dijo que, bueno, que ahora compartirán algo de comida con la gente nueva y que todos compartirán más o menos lo mismo, ¿no? Todos más o menos dieron una parte de su plato. Entonces la mente de Bhagavan, en ese momento Bhagavan era muy joven y acaba de empezar en la espiritualidad, pensó, ¿por qué yo debería compartir mi comida con ellos? Porque no voy a tener comida suficiente. Esto no es comida suficiente para una persona. Voy a pasar hambre, voy a estar hambriento luego. Y esta era la idea que le venía a la mente. Pero el Guruji le estaba dando una lección con todo esto que pasó y siempre tiene que ver con el tema del carácter, cómo se torna el carácter bien hermoso cuando aprendes el arte de compartir. Cuando tomas no solo lo bueno para ti, lo suficiente para ti, lo bueno para mí, lo suficiente para mí, sino que también compartes y piensas en todos. Y este es el viaje de cómo un individuo se abre a la sociedad. Esto tiene que ver con la espiritualidad.
So this is the thing, that we need to find what is truly good for me. The spiritual teaching, the Vedanta, it says that what is good for you, when you understand, when we learn that everything is one and same. Vedanta says in its teaching that everything is Brahman. Realizing this, we care about everything. Just like this, it's a very classical example. It says that when we love ourselves, when we take care of ourselves, we just uh, don't wash my face or beautify my face, but the whole body is important. The whole body, everything is important. I do care about my feet, I do care about my head, my face, my body. Everything everything actually makes me in total. Similarly, the reality, when we understand the spirituality, when we realize this, that everything is Brahman, then from there it comes the normal love, the general love, that everything is same. So we start caring about everything. We start loving about everything. We reach out, we try to reach out everything with that same care, that I and everything is one and same. This is the highest of spiritual experience.
Entonces necesitamos encontrar qué es lo que es verdaderamente importante, lo verdaderamente bueno para mí, para ti. Cuando aprendes que todo es uno y lo mismo, todo es Brahman, realizar esto, cuando te das cuenta que te amas, nos amamos a nosotros, nos cuidamos de nosotros en una totalidad. Esto es, no solo cuido la cara, cuido todo el cuerpo, cuido los pies, cuido las manos, no solo me lavo la cara, me lavo los pies, me lavo las manos. Todo es importante, todo me hace en la totalidad. Cuando realizamos esto, que todo es Brahman, que todo es lo mismo, cuando crece este carácter, cuando realizamos que yo y la totalidad son lo mismo, entonces esto es la experiencia espiritual más alta.
So this is the thing that always means Vedanta doesn't say that through the negative approach. It doesn't say that you have to live something. Bhagwan usually teaches us like this, that you need to go from one place to another place, then move from one to another. Just like similar, it says, the Vedanta says, we are not marching from falsehood to truth. Rather, we are marching from truth to truth. Means what I'm doing is not wrong. Right now, what I'm doing, if I'm holding my ego, if I'm holding something, this is not wrong. This is okay at my stage. But this is the journey we are going to reach to the higher plane where we'll enjoy our life as everything. We will enjoy the full bliss. So spirituality is a journey to the ultimate bliss. It's a journey to reach there. It's a journey to reach what we commonly say as a journey to reach to the God. It's a journey to the reach to the heaven. It's like that. So Guru teaches us there. Guru teaches us this, that what you are doing is okay. Now you have to understand what is bigger. You have to reach to a bigger ego. You have to submit, dilute your small ego to the bigger ego. That bigger ego is God, God itself. So allow yourself and take yourself, reach there.
Entonces, Bhagavan nos dice, y el camino nos dice, que no debes dejar nada. Se trata de moverte de un punto a otro punto. Se trata de ir de un sitio a otro, no es de ir de lo falso a lo verdadero. No es un viaje de ir de lo falso a lo verdadero, es un viaje de ir de verdad a una verdad más completa. Lo que hago no es que esté mal. El tema del ego, lo que estás haciendo ahora, no es que esté mal. Está bien. En el estado en el que estás, está bien. Pero esto es un viaje y se trata de ir a una máxima verdad, de llegar a un máximo lugar, que es el destino de la vida, que es la plena bendición. De verdad a verdad, de una verdad a una verdad más total. El viaje espiritual es ir a la bendición última, es ir al cielo, es ir a Dios, es descubrir quién eres. Y el gurú nos enseña a ir allí. Debes entender que es lo más grande, que diluir tu ego pequeño en el yo infinito, en el yo verdadero, en el yo grande, es el viaje y permitirte ir a ello.
So the first thing is inspiration, leading an inspired life. Means how to do this? What should be the process? The process is to have the inspired life. By loving Guru, understanding this, when we start living the inspired life, things get changed. So everything in spiritual world is like this. The Bhagavan always used to say that spiritual world is nothing but a love between Guru and his disciple. Nothing else is here. What is this? That a small ego that comes to Guru, Guru makes him great, makes one great just by loving. And the disciple also, by loving Guru, he gets so inspired that he or she submits everything to his feet. He's ready to do everything for him. So this is the journey. So the process is getting inspired in life, start the journey in right way, that yes, I need to live a great life. I really want to live a great life. That inspiration makes our journey easier. That inspiration makes all our ego go. So this is the answer to know me.
Entonces, dice, lo primero sería la inspiración. Tener una vida inspirada, ¿qué sería? Pues en la espiritualidad, el amor, todo es el amor entre el gurú y el discípulo. El pequeño ego llega al gurú y el amor del gurú es tan grande, que disuelve todo por su amor. Amando todo lo disuelve. Y el devoto se disuelve en este amor. Y el devoto, el que llega al gurú, está inspirado, tan inspirado por este amor que lo ofrece todo a sus pies. Y él está lista para hacer todo. Entonces empieza el viaje de esta forma. Y es una decisión que tenemos de vivir una vida maravillosa. Y esta es la inspiración que diluye al ego y que permite al ego irse. Esta era la respuesta para Noemí.
Thank you.
Okay. Se la
Gracias.
hago a ti, bonita. Diu, she say, it happens to me that I'm, well, they are there very grateful with the session and all. Diu, it happens to me that I'm very worried about the basic things of economy and survive. And well, the question is about these basic things and prosperity. And really the question, I don't know which one is, but something like how to do to don't be worried, how to do to don't allow the energy go down. I understand the spirituality, it can be useful to keep the power in the daily life, but yeah, how to do with this worry thoughts and don't go down is the question.
Another question, probably Mantra. She wants to ask something.
Vamos a empezar con la pregunta de Marta, ¿vale? Vamos a empezar con la de Marta y luego haremos para ahí. Marta. Uh-huh. The question is about the desires. How to do when you have a desire very, very strong and you want it to be vanished.
Okay. So let me just try to answer these questions in this way, that like the Paula's question and the Martha's question, all are almost the same thing. Whatever we feel means we say, as I said, begin today's session with this topic, that as we start our journey, as we start our day, when we wake up in the morning, early morning, when we wake up, what we do, what we feel, this is very important. We usually start our day, and as soon as we wake up, we start to think, we allow all our tendencies to reach to the world. We start to think that where we left yesterday, whatever we did yesterday, will be just fulfilling those today, will be completing this today. But this is not the right process. The spirituality says this is not the right process at all. What we need to do, we are here to rectify ourselves. What we will be doing by, what is the meaning of rectifying? Rectifying means we want to change our energies. We want to utilize ourselves truly. So this is the process. So, Aditi.
Ok, dice, las preguntas son muy similares las dos, voy a tratar de contestarlas. Dice, cuando empezamos nuestro viaje espiritual o nuestro viaje en el día a día, cuando nos levantamos, cuando nos despertamos, lo que hacemos y lo que sientes, lo que hacemos es muy, muy, muy importante. Entonces, si nos levantamos y empezamos a pensar, van a venir las tendencias que nos llevan al mundo. Y nos vendrá pues lo que hicimos ayer y el día de ayer irá llenando el día de hoy. Y la espiritualidad dice que este no es un proceso bueno para nosotros. La espiritualidad te habla de estar aquí, de rectificar ahora para cambiar nuestras energías.
As the Martha question that how the desire would be going, means how to overcome the desires, all about the desires, how to overcome it. So it says, the Vedanta says, dispassion. The dispassion is very important. When we develop the dispassion, how to develop the dispassion? What I am doing, is it giving me the peace? Is it giving me, fulfilling me? Is it really fulfilling me? Whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm getting, whatever I'm perceiving, all these things are fulfilling me or just draining me out? The most of the case, what I am doing is really draining me out. It is taking my time, it is taking out my energy, it is draining me always. So when we understand this, that develops the dispassion. So as we develop the dispassion about the world, about the desire, we overcome all these things. At the same time, we need to inspire ourselves also towards the higher ideals. The higher ideals, that commonly it says God. God is the highest idol that the human can imagine of. That God is like this, so great He is. So we should love that idol. We should go towards that. So dispassion all about all what is the ignorance, what is our fault, what is the small ego. So developing dispassion about that by analyzing, by understanding that yes, those things are draining me out, leaving me nothing. So for that reason, in Vedanta it is also said that the dispassion is like nectar. It is the pure nectar.
Entonces dice, ¿cómo trascender los deseos? Pues con el desapasionamiento. ¿Cómo sería? ¿Cómo lo hacemos? Probablemente veas que lo que haces no te llena, no te da paz, viendo qué tomas con lo que haces, cómo es, cómo percibes, cómo estás percibiendo. Y la mayoría de veces vas a ver que todo esto te drena. Te drena lo que haces, cómo lo tomas, cómo percibes. La mayoría de veces toma tu energía y toma tu tiempo. Entonces, cuando ves esto, puedes tomar el desapasionamiento con los deseos para trascender esto. Y lo que hacemos es inspirarnos con grandes ídolos. Y el mayor ídolo que puede tener el ser humano, que puede desarrollar el ser humano, es Dios. Es el máximo ideal. Entonces nos desapasionamos y así lo falso y el ego pueden caer porque no te traen nada. Y este desapasionamiento es puro néctar.
As we wake up in the morning, it says that put a picture of God, put an inspirational poster, that with that you begin. You begin with a very positive note. You begin with a very positive energy. You start your day with a positive energy. You start the journey, start your whole day, the routine in that order. In this way, if we step towards the greater life, if we start the day with a great thought, being happy, try try to be happy, just like this. Bhagwan says very beautifully, he says that when you go to receive a guest whom you really love, whom you really respect, whom you, when you go and receive a guest like them, how you meet? You go with a smile, with a welcoming attitude. You, you, with all respect, with all smile, with happiness, you receive them. Similarly, the day begins is like that. Bhagavan says that God has gifted you this day to enjoy. How to enjoy? Enjoying the bliss of God. That thing is to be enjoyed. So we should begin the thought, we should receive the gift from the God with a smile. So waking up in the morning, when we wake up and giving a smile, receiving the gift of this day from God with this attitude that yes, today I'll live this day, utilize this particular day in a great way with all my knowledge, wisdom, or whatever is my capability. With this thing, I'll make this day a great one. So this attitude will change ourselves. This attitude will just make vanish all other unwanted desires. Those things will be gone.
Entonces, cuando nos levantamos por la mañana, lo hacemos de una forma con una energía positiva. Lo primero que haces por la mañana es mirar una imagen de Dios, ponértela encima, meditar, llevar tu mente hacia allí. Y de esta forma empiezas a orientar hacia pensamientos alrededor de eso, tratando de ser feliz, orientándote a lo más grande. Y de la misma forma que cuando tú recibes un huésped, recibes una persona que aprecias mucho y la cuidas con mucho respeto y la tratas de hacer feliz y la recibes con una sonrisa, pues así recibes el día. Es un regalo que te da Dios y que te lo da para que disfrutes. Entonces recibes ese regalo con una sonrisa y le das la entrada a ese día, porque ese día lo puedes utilizar para lo más grande. Toma esta actitud, enfoca así la mente, pues para llenarlo de conocimiento, de sabiduría o cualquiera que sea tu capacidad. Y con esta actitud, todos los deseos se van a desvanecer y todo cambia para ti. Con esta actitud tomas el día.
So this way, we transform ourselves. This way, if we begin, it says that the day, if we can start the day with with this positive note, with this positive energy, the whole day will be a beautiful day. This is the thing the spiritual teachers usually teach. This is the thing the Vedanta usually preach, that start your day every day with this note, that today I will discover something, discover myself, I'll utilize this day in a great way, I'll enjoy the bliss of God. So these things, this transformation makes us find what is the spiritual existence of me. Then I become a complete human being, fulfilling myself.
Entonces de esta forma nos transformamos. Empieza el día así, empieza el día para descubrirte a ti, para disfrutarte, para ser más bendito. Y con esta bendición transforma una existencia, transforma para ir hacia a tu existencia espiritual, a tu yo espiritual, para así llegar a descubrir que eres un ser humano completo y alcanzar esta plenitud. Así la meditación de Vedanta y para ir más profundo.
Genial, muchas gracias.
Vale,
Lo veré en el
bonitas.
grupo de Vedanta. Adiós, Aditi. Gracias.
Chao.
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 Nos vemos.
Besito, chao.